Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being one. Cannot do this without you all. This video is a real quick one. Just wanted to show you, if you know, I got a project truck that I've been working on, so I'm learning a lot of new things as I go. Bought a Ford 8.8 rear end, used. Of course, it's all greasy and rusty and all that. So this video is about how to remove rust off of rotors. Now, obviously, you can buy new rotors. Or you could have them turned, but still, to know if they're worth turning or not, if they're too rusted or pitted, you won't know until you actually kind of clean it up and see yourself. But that's what this video is about, to how to clean rotors. So let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, this rotor's got some rust on it. Honestly, it's not real bad. It's surface rust, but I've already done the other rotors, and this is just a spare rotor I had from my truck. So I just want to show you, basically it's the same thing. So as you can see, there's there's rust. You would use brake cleaner. Okay, that's your first and easiest way. Do not use WD-40. Use some brake cleaner. Basically, you just spray it on, kind of let it dry. And then after it dries, and if you have to, you would do it again. Okay, but obviously I got some of the rust off and some of it I didn't, so we'll try it again. Now, as you can see, a little bit more right here came off too. Right here is still pretty rusted. So it's slowly coming off. I don't know if you can see the actual rotor now. But let's just say, for instance, you keep doing this and it's like this. It's still not coming off. Okay? So, so in this instance, if it's still kind of rusted and the brake cleaner is not working or not completely doing the job, your next step would be to use distilled vinegar. Now, I think this one I did a 50-50 mix. Actually, just 50 water, 50 vinegar, and then you just kind of get a brush and just lightly work it. And I don't know if you can tell, but the water's already kind of getting dirty. That's from that acid coming up. And they say to let it kind of set for a minute or two, but as it's still wet, I just kind of just work it in. And I'll dry it up later. But now remember, guys, this is the same area that just had the rust just a second ago. But as you can see, it's already making a difference. And obviously these rotors have to be turned, but I wanted to take the rust off first just to see if they're even worth turning. And you know, you got some grooving here, which these have never been turned, so they should still be within the minimum thickness of being turned. But like I said, a lot of times when you get them turned, if you have too much rust and it's too pitted, actually a lot of times when you put it on the machine to get turned, it'll actually chip. I've seen it. So sometimes if you leave the rust on too long and it's just too bad, you know, they won't turn. But that's what I wanted to see, is just to make sure that these, which have been sitting for about a year in my garage, are worth turning. All right, so I end up getting these other rotors turned. These are actually from a truck. The two from the Explorer rear end that I had, both of them actually ended up being bad. One actually did chip right here on the side, and the other one, the minimum thickness, it just wasn't thick enough to turn. But this one right here is actually turned, and as you can see, I mean, that's the way it looks. Now I went ahead and bought new rotors for the Explorer rear end, but I wanted you to compare one turned to one brand new. And so a lot of times it is worth it having them turned, because it'll save you more than half of what buying a brand new one. So like this one here, just for example, if you can see, it actually tells you the minimum thickness. So sometimes on the rotor, they will tell you what the minimum thickness is, and you can take them back and get them turned. Like this one does not. But since this was the original factory one, this one actually does tell you, and luckily these were within spec, got them turned. And so next time I change my brakes, I don't have to buy brand new ones. I can just use these, and then once I take off the other ones, I'll turn those, and then I'll have those for the next time. But hope you liked this video, guys. Thanks for watching.